They say a man never really knows himself.
Arcturus.
Until his freedom's been taken away.
I know that name.
I wonder, how well do you know yourself?
What is this guy up to?
Prisoners, step forward onto the platform.
Wait, is Mengsk in jail? Did he get captured again?
Convict 626. Murderer. Pirate. Traitor. Today, you go free.
Okay. Something about this doesn't seem right.
As you'll soon learn.
Uh-oh. What are they doing to this guy? Well, it ain't Mengsk.
Even freedom has a price.
What the? Whoa, what are they doing to this guy? And is Mengsk still as cruel as ever? What the hell? What is happening? I don't know, whatever they're doing, though. It looks like they're turning this dude into a badass. Look at that. Look at that. Ho, 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 ho. Hell yeah.
Combat suit sealed and locked.
You'll carry your prison with you. That armor will be your new cell. Make no mistake. War is coming.
What the?
With all its glory. And all its horror. Mr. Findlay. Your freedom awaits.
Hell, it's about time.
Ho, ho, ho. We're back, baby. Hello, everyone. This is BCSBuster, and welcome to Let's Play Starcraft 2 Wings of Liberty. Oh, baby, I have been waiting for this LP for a long time. Oh, I cannot wait to bring this to you. This is just going to be terrific. I just can't wait for this. This is going to be awesome. So, I remember I wanted to do more with this the last time, because I remember I LP'd the original StarCraft a few years ago, and I knew at the end of the game there was some uncertainty with the new cutscenes, like Kerrigan was saying, like, oh man, we're not quite sure what's going on, and all that stuff, and I knew I wanted to come to this game at some point. I had some other projects that I needed to do, and unfortunately I just didn't get around to it. But now I can. Now I have time. I have this project all set up and ready to go. I've made some adjustments to my setup, like in my recording studio, and how I could get this all to work. And so this is just going to be awesome, and I can't wait to do this. I had done some practice on this, and I've been working on a couple things to make sure I can make it work and remember how it goes. So I'm on this mission here, the dig. That's not where we're going to start. We're going to start at the beginning, new campaign and all that good stuff. But so this is where we are. So let me just kind of show you where we are. So we got 3 campaigns to this. The goal is to get through all of it. There's a Terran campaign, a Zerg campaign, and a Protoss campaign. And then these, I don't know if I'm going to get to that. If anybody wants to sponsor the Covert Ops, be sure to let me know. And I'll definitely sponsor. You can definitely sponsor me playing through those missions because I haven't done that, so I don't know. I'll be focusing on the single-player campaign of this game, but as you can imagine, StarCraft 2 is primarily a multiplayer game. Obviously, one of the biggest parts of E-League sports and everything about that. So I'll go through a lot of this stuff, and as I go through the LP, if I have some time, I may go and play through some games and kind of see how it is. But you got a couple of options here at the screen, and I'll kind of go over this here real quick. So if you go back to the main menu, so we got these things. I will mention, oh yeah, this is a cool animation. Boom! It's Artanis. That's really cool. I'll show you some of those different animations. But I'm actually recording this at a different time, and once I make the whole LP and upload it and all that stuff, then I'll be releasing it. So I'm kind of recording this. I'm not recording this as I'm uploading it. I'm recording it as just as I have some time, so that way I don't have to feel like I have to start recording every day. So I don't know if this is going to be going on when this LP actually comes out with these tournaments and this weekly mutations, but I'll go over some of this stuff as we go. So here's the campaign, and we'll go over that. Obviously, co-op is very important. You can play weekly missions, which is kind of cool. And you got some of these kind of things. This is kind of neat. Yeah, Hyperion. So we'll go over all that stuff here in a bit as we go. And I may go over a tutorial on this a little bit later. Got missions, custom missions, mutation. If you just want to do some that stuff, that's kind of cool. Versus mode, obviously, this is the important thing. You know, a lot of multiplayer and stuff, so you can get placement in a league and kind of. So if you're into multiplayer, let me know. Okay, there's some custom things. So open lobbies if you want to play that. Oops, what did I click on? Oh, this is a collection. Oh, okay. Whoops. I was like, what did I click on? Yeah, a collection. So if you want to purchase some, some different campaigns or all this stuff. So this is kind of cool. Some unit bundles. I don't know what this stuff is, but so you have those there. You got some skins if you want to upgrade some of your various units. And I'll go over all these units throughout the games and as we go. So if you want to upgrade some skins, you can certainly do that. That's kind of cool. Announcers. So if you want to, I guess these are some famous casters. So if you want to, click on this.
Additional supply depots required.
So like this.
Your nuclear missile is ready.
Yeah.
No mercy for our enemies.
That's kind of cool.
Spawn more overlords.
So you've got that kind of stuff. So I think that's kind of cool. Yeah, you can.
Your nuclear missile is ready. No mercy for our enemies.
But yeah, if you have a particular, like you can purchase Minx, that's kind of cool. Zeratul, can you preview this?
We shall not build there.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, so you can, for different characters in the game, you can download, which I think is really cool. That's kind of neat. Emoticons, don't worry about it. So for chat stuff, consoles for multiplayer. So if you play multiplayer, you can do that. Augment, so if you want to, like right now I've got this guy, that's Rainer. But there's different things you can do, so that's all kind of cool. Whatever you feel like doing. And then replays, if you want to play some of your old games, you can do that. So that's kind of cool. All right, let us see here. Okay. Now. Okay, hang on just a second here, and then I'll come back to this, and we'll keep going here. Just a minute. Okay, so we're back, and we're ready to keep going on this. I'll go over just a couple other things here. So this is just some friends list, more about that. Here's some game options here. So you can see these are just the sets I'm going to be using. So this thing basically ran a check on my machine and said this is what you do. It's not going to be the highest level of video quality, but you'll still get the general gist of it. Gameplay, I'm not gonna mess with it. All this stuff is fine. Social stuff, if you want to do that. So you can just go through all that. Not mature language filter. So basically, it'll edit out some people because I don't personally like a ton of cussing, but that's just me. English, fine. and you can replay some stuff. So anyways, there's just some basic options here. I always like display subtitles because I like to know what's going on. And your various hotkeys, which we'll go over all that stuff a little bit later. But so there's some options. If you need to get some help on things, you can. There's a tutorial, credits, logout, and all that good stuff. So there you go. All right. Well, what has been happening in StarCraft? You may not remember what happened in the original StarCraft. So let's see if we can figure out what's going on. The story so far.
For nearly 300 years, humans thought they were alone in the Koprulu sector. They were wrong. The Zerg emerged, seeking to consume all in their path, and before long, the Protoss, a highly advanced alien race, began wiping out infested worlds, burning Zerg and Terran alike. A three-way war, unlike anything humanity had ever faced, erupted almost overnight. All the while, a human civil war raged. Marshal Jim Raynor vowed to oppose the corrupt dictator Arcturus Minsk for the betrayal of the woman he loved, Sarah Kerrigan.
Boys, how about that evac?
Damn you, Arcturus. Don't do this.
It's done. Helmsman, signal the fleet and take us out of orbit. Now.
Kerrigan, a loyal operative, was left to die at the hands of the Zerg. But the Zerg had other plans. They transformed her and unleashed her psionic power upon the Koprulu sector, searching for their real objective, the Protoss homeworld of Ire. The Protoss were unaware of this danger and slow to respond. Their rulers, the Conclave, had dispatched Executor Artanis to hunt for Tassadar, a commander who had refused to wipe out infested Terran worlds. They crossed paths with a Dark Templar mystic, whose kind was considered heretics by the Conclave. Through great effort, Zeratul convinced Tassadar and Artanis that he was not their enemy. Together they rallied more Protoss from both factions against the Zerg. Despite the Conclave's fury, they achieved significant victories against the Swarm. But when Zeratul struck down one of the Overmind's Cerebrits, his own mind was left vulnerable. From his thoughts, the Overmind gleaned Ire's true location, and the Swarm descended upon the Protoss homeworld with all their might and fury. It was Tassadar who kept the Templar from extinction that day. Using the power of both the Templar and the Dark Templar, he sacrificed himself to kill the Overmind. Ire was lost, but Artanis led the survivors to the Dark Templar's homeworld of Shakuras. Old prejudices were set aside. The Templar were now in the Dark Templar's debt. Without the Overmind, the Swarm fractured. Kerrigan sought control of all the Zerg, even enlisting the aid of old friends and enemies like Raynor, Mengsk, and Zeratul. Once her rule was uncontested, the Queen of Blades betrayed them all. Billions of humans and Protoss were killed. The Zerg stood unchallenged, but to the relief of all, the war seemed to end there. Zeratul suspected the Zerg had fallen under the control of dark forces. He uncovered prophecies stating that an ancient entity, Amon, was attempting to merge Protoss and Zerg lifeforms into an unholy hybrid, and that this evil might already have control of Kerrigan and her power. It was during this time that Executor Artanis, hailed as a hero, was made leader of both the Templar and the Dark Templar. As Hierarch, Artanis united both factions and promised to one day reclaim the glory they had lost on Ire. But such unity is only a dream for Jim Raynor. Mengsk still rules, and Raynor's small rebellion has counted for nothing against the Dominion's propaganda machine. Perhaps it is time for a new strategy.
Very cool. I love how the game does that, so that if you hadn't played, because this actually was released in 2010, and the last Brood War I think was released in like 2004 maybe? No, 2001, 2002 I think. Anyways, for a lot of people it had been, almost a decade since they had played any StarCraft with the campaign anyway. And so if you don't remember what's going on, they do a nice little thing, update the sprites, so that's kind of cool. Recap the first 6 episodes of the original StarCraft, the 3 in the original campaign, and then the 3 more with Brood War. And then it also kind of gives you a little hint as to what's going on next. So, because Aemon they didn't talk about in the original, I don't think. But, you know, you might remember there was a, you know, there might have been a thing on, you know, like, there might have been a thing about, like, when he did that mission on the Dark World, when he found Samir, when Zeratul brought his forces and found Samir Duran. And basically, he found Samir Duran in the tank, and you know he was like, "Oh, I have had many names over different millennia." So that could be the Aemon that he was talking about. And then also you've got Artanis, who is now Executor, and I don't know if they talked about that as well. So they kind of get you all caught up on what happened in the original game, but also what to look forward to in this coming campaign, which I'll be tackling in just a little bit. So this has been an awesome kind of way to get things started. This is kind of level 0. In the next episode, we'll get things started. But what exactly is Jim Raynor going to do, and what is he up to now? You have to wait till next time to find out. So then, this is BCSBuster signing off. Don't forget to like me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter, BCSBusterLP. Follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/BCSBuster. Check out all the ways you can support the channel in the video description below. Not only do using those promo codes help save you money, but they help me grow the channel as well. And until the next time we meet, take care, y'all. Oh, this is going to be fun.